everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Would You Rather. Are you ready to compromise your integrity for a bunch of, I don't know, personal satisfaction? You don't really get anything out of it, you just get a conundrum that makes you gonna stay awake at night. So let's get into it. Would you rather have your elbow joints facing the opposite direction or have your knees facing backwards? We'll see! If you had your elbows going the other way, you could always surprise people behind you with a hug. Like, if someone's following you too close in line and your elbows are going the wrong way, you just like, ha! I gotcha! Is this true love? It'd be like me turning my feet backwards and, oh man, that's no good. If you had your knees facing backwards, it just makes sitting hard. You'd have to sit, you'd always have to do that cool lean where you turn the chair around backwards and sit in it the opposite direction. But instead of your legs being out to the side, they're sitting normally in the chair, which would be weird. I like the reverse hug option. That's what I would go for. That's what I want. I want a whole lot of that in my life. Would you rather eat a container of butter or drink a bottle of maple syrup? So you either get a whole bunch of fat or you get a whole bunch of sugar. Now, given that I just got through keto, I actually have eaten a container of butter. There's video of me online where I bite into a whole stick of butter. If you don't know what keto is, it's that diet where you eat a lot of fat. It works, it sucks, but hey, I did it. I'll take the butter. I'll choose the road I've traveled versus the road that'll probably kill me. I'll choose the road that I know will kill me versus the road that will probably kill me. I'll take the butter. Oh, you big babies. Butter's delicious. I mean, obviously so is maple syrup, but hey, I'll take the butter. If you were convicted of a crime, would you rather, ooh, this is a conundrum, go to jail for life or have the death penalty? I mean, it says convicted of a crime, it doesn't mean that I actually did it, but, man. It's like, what would be the point in me dying? You know what I mean? Like, would there be a point in me dying for that crime? Would I rather have the death penalty or go to jail? I'm pretty sure I would still rather have the opportunity to go to jail, because it doesn't say there's no room for parole, because that is an option. I could have parole and be under house arrest, or, you know, I could still spend my life in jail trying to do something, like, worthwhile. Like, I don't have to march down death row and go right into that. So I'll go to jail, thank you. Whoa! That's actually surprising! That's actually surprising. More people would rather have the death penalty than go to jail. What do you guys think about this? Like, I would love to know the reasoning behind that, because obviously being in jail for life is a miserable existence. It's almost like, especially here in America, it's like, what, like, is it even worth it? But just to like embrace death like that, and I mean, it's like, not like I'm afraid of dying, but there's still more that I could do if I was in jail for life. Like, even if it affected a very limited number of people. It's not like I could do my Let's Plays from jail, but, you know, I don't know. Would you rather be Aquaman or be the Human Torch? So it'd be always wet or always on fire. Is that what you're asking me? Would I rather always be slightly damp or always just be a little too tootsie in my putsy? I don't know what a putsy is. Let's ignore that one. The Human Torch can fly, so let's not forget about that fact. Aquaman, although in the new version of it with that one guy who was Khal Drogo, big old man with big old beard and big old muscles and big trident. I mean, I always thought that Aquaman was cooler than everybody let on. Like, oh, he talks with fish. Also, he's king of the sea. So how about that? I'm not king of the land up here, but our Human Torch can fly. I'll be Aquaman. That seems pretty badass. Get to bang mermaids all day. That sounds pretty good. I knew I'd be in the minority on that one, but I think I'll take that one. Would you rather never listen to music again or never play video games again? Now, I may have come across this before, but my life has changed a little bit. I've actually been finding myself listening to music more and more. I've been listening to Ed Sheeran non-stop, but also I've been going into, like, I've been listening to Sign of the Times by Harry Styles, and I've also been listening to Alicia Cara and a little bit of James Arthur here and there, and I've been slowly meandering my way through new musicians. So I'm kind of just getting into it. Oh, also, James Reznov McGee just pointed out some games contain music. Oh, yeah, if I had to play video games without music, like, I guess I could play board games. That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't be able to do Let's Plays again, that's for sure. But hey, I needed to remove the copyrighted music anyway, so it's a dilemma. If I picked one, I wouldn't be able to do Let's Plays. If I picked the other, I wouldn't be able to do music. I'm gonna pick listening to music. Oh, would I rather never play video games again? That's a little backwards. Okay. Would you rather never play video games again? I'll pick that one. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna throw that out there because I think I picked backwards. But I also may have picked the way I just picked because I may have read the question wrong and I have no idea. Would you rather be locked in a New York City studio apartment with 400 pugs for a year? You mean heaven? Or be forced to round up all the pugs in the US and put them on a boat bound for North Korea? I think I'll take the studio apartment because number one, that sounds great because my bed would be pugs. My toilet would be pugs. My kitchen would be pugs. I wouldn't be able to touch the floor. I'd have to get a bunch of monkey bars up in the top of the ceiling and like clamber over and have like a strung hammock. But also I have, oh God, the poop. Oh God, the poop. Oh, trying to walk 400 bugs. Oh, I wouldn't be. I'd be locked in there. Oh man, how are they gonna eat? I know what I'm gonna eat. No. Oh God. Cause you're locked in there, right? Eventually, you'd have to watch them all tear each other apart. Oh, God! This heaven is unraveling around me. Oh, my God. That actually, if you think about that, that's actually horrible. I mean, if you just round them up and send them off to North Korea, hey, maybe that's gonna change their life. And hey, you may not even get through rounding them all up before you die. So that could take forever. You'd have to round up them all. That means you have to convince people to give up their pugs, and that ain't gonna happen, so you'd be conversing with them, you'd be stuck in legal paperwork for years. That's better than drowning in pug vomit and poop and pee and corpses of pugs. I'll take that one now that I think about it. I'll take that one. Oh, okay. Would you rather attempt to survive a computer uprising, as in Terminator, or attempt to survive a zombie outbreak? Dawn of the Dead. Okay, so there's a certainty of death in both of these. In the computer uprising in Terminator, they nuked about 90% of the population. A lot of people died right away. But in a zombie apocalypse, a lot of people die right away. And I'd probably be one of them. Either way here, it only says attempt to survive, because I'm pretty sure that I would not do very well. And with the computer uprising, hey, at least the Earth's in good hands with computers after we're all gone. If a zombie outbreak happens, hey, nothing gets done. So I'll take dying in the computer uprising versus dying in the zombie outbreak, because that seems horrible. I mean, this is horrible, but at least you're gonna die quick with a laser to the face or a nuke to the ass. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Everyone's like, oh, Walking Dead. No, you'd be fodder too. Maybe like 5% of you'd be survivors or whatnot. Maybe you're immune, I don't know. But majority of you, me included, we're gonna be zombie food. Would you rather discover the Loch Ness Monster or discover Sasquatch? Okay, here's where I have a problem with this. The Loch Ness Monster, if you're stuck discovering the Loch Ness Monster, that means you're in the middle of that lake when you discover it. Because I have a funky feeling that you're not gonna be, fishing on the shore and all of a sudden old Nessie pops his head out of the ocean and be like, or the sea, or the lake, or the loch, and be all like, hey, what you doing? 350 joke, da-da-da-ba-da. I think the only way you're gonna discover Loch Ness is when you're in a little dinky rowboat out in the middle of the sea loch. And you, like top-down view, you just see huge jaws just coming up under your boat from underwater, but you don't notice it. Oh, you're like, oh, it's so serene now that there's no Loch Ness. And then as its jaws start to close on your boat, you're like, I discovered you! Dead! And you're gone. That's how that works. If you discover the Sasquatch, hey, maybe you can be buddies. I've seen the commercials. Take the Sasquatch. Yeah. Oh, fine, whatever. If you could choose an age to stay forever, would you rather be 21 or be 10? Why would you choose to be 10? Let me think of a reason why you would choose to be 10. Okay, what do you have at 10? You're not a teenager yet, you haven't gone through puberty, you got your childlike innocence. People tend to, like, I don't know, no one likes you actually, you're just annoying. At 10, you're kind of annoying. You gotten out of the cute kid phase, but you're not quite in the teen phase, so you're just a little kind of ratty brat. But if you're 21, that seems like great. I can't think of do you guys have a single reason why you would want to be 10 forever? I would want to be, this seems obvious. Why am I thinking so hard about this? The 21 is obvious. You're almost at your peak. You're almost fully grown. Like you're in the peak of your youth. You're officially an adult. You get to do anything you want. If you're 10, you're just a kid. It's not like your brain hasn't developed fully yet, so you got that childlike innocence. That stupid bullshit childlike innocence. If you're 21, drink, date, work, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's 21. Would you rather be hunted by people or hunt people? So this is like the purge. Being hunted by people, you may have the moral high ground, but you also probably got a bullet to the heart. If you hunt people, you got the moral low ground, but also probably you're gonna get a bullet to the heart. I don't like either of these. Whatever world we're in when this has to happen, it's quite a conundrum here. So I'm just gonna go out, just hunt me. Just hunt me. Just hunt me. I'll be fair game. I'll make it interesting for you. I'll do a dance before you shoot me. That's what I'll do. I'll make it good for you. Oh. Would you rather have a flying car or have a 1 terabyte per second internet connection? I've recently just got gigabit internet, and it's amazing. I cannot imagine what terabyte internet would unlock for me. But a flying car, I'm assuming you're the only one that has it because that doesn't exist in the world here. So then you could use that to patent it. You could reverse engineer it and like secure a future for yourself and then buy a 1 terabyte internet connection. But also with a 1 terabyte per second internet connection, you could start your own hosting company. You could do unlimited number of things with it. I'm assuming you don't have to pay for this thing. Maybe you do. I don't know. I'm assuming it comes for free. Like you just happenstance upon it. All right, I'm gonna leave this one to you. There's pluses and minuses here because the benefit of 1 terabyte internet connection is unreal because it's terabit. Sorry, it's 1 terabit per second, which is still an ungodly amount. That's 1,000 gigabits per second. That's 1,000 of these lines of internet. I could transfer my entire computer in 8 seconds. But a flying car. All right, I'll leave this one to you. Which one would you guys rather have? A flying car or 1 terabit per second internet connection? Both are good. You could get the flying car and patent it, or you could just do whatever you want. You could download the entire internet on a 1 terabit per second. Which one would you guys rather choose? So thank you everybody so much for watching. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!